Greetings, gentlemen and ladies. So I have been getting some requests for how to use Hero Editor to do like character build designs and play around and test out your own character builds. So this video is going to just basically talk all about how to use Hero Editor and also how to import items from old Hero Editor Diablo Classic into new Diablo Resurrected, how to use your characters from Classic and Resurrected, how to get items from Classic into Resurrected. Okay, so if you head on over to D2 links, I've linked up Hero Editor right here. You can download Hero Editor right here where it says download Hero Editor here. And then I've actually put together one zip file that contains all the different item packs that I've found that I use. And there's a few different item packs that have differing things sometimes, so kind of between all three of those I usually find what I'm looking for. So I just zipped those all together into one handy dandy zip file for you guys, hosted up so you can download that as well if you feel so inclined. Okay, so once you have installed Hero Editor, it will look something like this. I'm going to talk you through how to basically use this. Let's start out by opening up a character. Now you can open up a character only from Diablo Classic, LOD, Diablo Classic, Diablo Lord of Destruction. You can't open up your character once it has been imported into Diablo Resurrected. So I'm going to talk about how to work around this in a minute. So you have to have Diablo LOD obviously on your computer, and you have to find one of your character files. So I'm just going to open up this one here, for example. Now, this character, you can set what the character level is. You can also set what their starting statistics are and things like that. If you check out max roll, you can actually find out what those are supposed to be so that you can create a realistic character and how many stat points they should have left when they are the level that you want them to be. You kind of want to get all of those things correct based on the character level that you assign. So if you head over to max roll, this is the easy way to do it. Just punch in the class that you're creating a character for, punch in their level, and then you can see what their attributes and remaining stat points should be by that level. So at level 80, I should have 360 remaining attributes. I should have a starting strength of 10, 25, 10, and 35, and you can also basically figure out how many skill points you should also have available. Where is that? That's somewhere around here. There we go. Remaining points, 81. So in your Hero Editor, punch those in correctly. Punch in how many stat points you have remaining. Punch in what your level is and should be by that level that you're going for. Basically, you want all this to be correct because when you use the reset token, it will reset to these base statistics. You can, of course, max out your gold, your stash, all that very easy. Okay, from there, if you head over to the inventory screen, you can clean up, what inventory you want. You can shuffle it around, just kind of like you were using Diablo as it were, playing the game. Right-click somewhere in your stash to import an item from file. This is where we head over to the item packs that I was talking about a minute ago. So I've got mine over here. You'll see this King Pints and the item files, and then the item file collection. These all contain slightly different collections of items. If you don't find what you're looking for in one, you might find it in the other one. So you can just kind of look through and see what you need, of course. Let's say that I want this one here, the Amazon torch. There we go. There I have it. If you want to duplicate it, just click it and then click it again. You can click it over and over again if you want. If you want to get rid of it, you can just drag it off. As such, you can put stuff into your character's slots if you like. They won't always work there, but you can you can try. If it's not supposed to go there, it won't load properly. But that's basically how to deal with items. For the waypoint, basically you're probably just going to want to unlock all of your waypoints so you can go anywhere. For the skills, you should set the skills all to 0 because you will level them up naturally in the game, so you don't really need to use this part. And next up, what you'll want to do is head over to the quest section over here. Basically, the easiest way to do this is to just go all modes long finished batch, and that will select all the quests and complete all the quests, so that way all of the waypoints will be unlocked and you can go anywhere and basically do anything. Okay, so now you have your character ready to go. You can just go ahead and click save on that character. Now in your Diablo save folder, you'll need to find this, of course. You will need to find your character. So our character name is Loazon. That's what it is, a low-level Amazon. Very creative naming structure that I have, as you can see. What you're going to look for is the D2S file. You only need to worry about the D2S file. Now what we're going to need to do is drag that D2S file into our Diablo Resurrected folder. Now in my case, this is in saved games Diablo Resurrected under my username, saved games Diablo 2 Resurrected. So basically look for your username, saved games Diablo 2 Resurrected, and then all you need to do is drag from your Diablo Classic saved folder the character that we just finished saving in our hero editor. Just copy that over to the Diablo Resurrected folder. In order for this character to load in Diablo Resurrected, you will need to restart your game. If your game's running, you'll need to quit it and you'll need to start it up again. Once you're in your game, you'll see your character. You can just hop in as normal, and the character will have the items, the skills, and all the different things that you set. So here's what I like to do. Let me tell you about how to make this a little bit more convenient for importing additional items. Okay, so one thing you'll maybe notice if you try to open a saved game from Diablo Resurrected, let's see, saved games Diablo Resurrected, D2S, the hero editor will not work. You can only load from Diablo Classic and then port to Diablo Resurrected. You can't open a character that's been ported over to Diablo Resurrected. So what I like to do is I have my characters that are my main characters, my main testing characters within Hero Editor, and I have them geared up and good to go and leveled up and with, you know, certain items and stuff available. And then what I like to do is I like to take advantage of the shared stash. So basically what I'll do is I'll take a character like this one here, the Loazon character, and I will open her up in my Hero Editor from the original Diablo Classic saved file. I'll open her up, I'll put whatever items that I need onto her for my other characters for testing. I'll bring those over. I'll kind of use her like a pack mule. I'll bring those over, I'll drop them into the shared stash, and then I can close the game. I can go back, I can grab some more items onto my Loazon, my transport mule. I can bring those over into Diablo Resurrected again. Basically you just keep copying over that updated pack mule file. That pack mule file just keeps getting moved over multiple times until you've kind of gathered up all the items that you need. You put those into your shared stash, and then your other characters that you're actually testing with, that you may actually have geared up, you may have Tombs of Town Portal, you may have configured in just such a certain way that you don't want to reset them every single time you do a move over, but that's kind of a hassle. So I find the easiest is to have some main characters, main hero editor characters, and then a pack mule. And that's how I do it. That's how you do it. That's all there is to it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video.